Alright guys, so in the last video we created our edit form. Now what we want to do is we want to be able to submit this form. So let's go ahead and stop the server with Control C, and we're going to npm install --save, and it's called method-override. And this is going to allow us to make put requests and delete requests from simple HTML forms. Alright, so let's run nodemon. And there's a little bit of middleware we have to add in app.js, so let's go there and let's bring in method override. So we'll say const method override equals require method-override. Alright, and then we're going to add, let's see, we're going to go put this down here. Let's go right into the body parser. I'm actually going to put a comment right here. Middleware, body parser, middleware, and let's see, we'll say so all we have to do is say app.use and not used, app.use method override, and then pass in here underscore method. Alright, so let's save that, and then we're going to go back to our edit form. We're going to go up to the top here. Now the action, we're going to change that. It's going to go to stories / and then the ID, so that's going to be story.id. Okay, method post, we're going to leave that. On the end of the story ID right here, we have to add a query. We have to add a question mark underscore method, and we're going to set that to the method we want, which is going to be put. Alright, so we need to do that, and then we also need to add a hidden input field. So let's put this, we can put it right below the form tag, and we'll put in an input with the type of hidden, and the name is going to be underscore method, and then the value is going to be the type of request, which is going to be a put request. Okay, I'm not even positive that we have to do both this and this, but I've always done it, and it's not going to hurt anything, so we'll just go ahead and save that. And then to test it out, let's go to our stories route and let's create a put request, or a handler for a put request. So we'll say edit form process. It's going to be router.put, and it's going to be /ID or :ID. Okay, it's actually stories /:ID. And then let's put in our arrow function, which takes in request and response. And then in here, let's just test it out. We'll say res.send, and we'll say put. Okay, so just to test it out, let's go ahead and relog in, and let's edit story 1. Okay, it doesn't really matter what we do, let's just save it, and we get put, so we know that it's actually making a call to this route right here, so that's good. Alright, so to edit it or update it, we need to first find the story. So we could actually copy, let's see, we could actually copy the edit story form, so just anything with find one, we'll just go ahead and grab that. Save a little time, paste that in. So we're finding one, we're going to match the ID to the request params ID, which is getting it from the URL, and then we're going to do a .then, we're going to get the story back, and then let's just get rid of this render, we're not doing that yet. What we want to do now is the same thing we did with the post form, with the comments. We need to set it to either true or false depending on if it's checked. So let's just copy this part. Alright, so we'll copy that and we'll put it right in here. We're going to decide if allow comments is going to be true or false. And then what we'll do is we'll set the new values, that are coming in from the form. So we'll set story.title equal to request.body.title. And let's see what else we got. Story.body is going to equal request.body.body. Story.status. The heck was that? Status is equal to request.body.status. And then story.allow comments is going to be equal to that allow comments variable that we just created up here, whether it's true or false. So those are the new values. Now that alone isn't going to do anything. We need to call save. So let's say story.save. All right, then we'll do our .then, and that's going to give us the new story. Set that to a code block, and we'll just res.redirect, and we'll redirect to our dashboard. All right, so let's save that. Hopefully that works. Reload, log in. Okay, so let's go to story 1, and let's see. Let's change the title. We'll say my story 1. We'll set it to unpublished, and we'll say my first story on this app, I guess. I don't know. And we'll uncheck allow comments. So let's save. All right, so you can see it's now my story 1. It's unpublished. And if we look at the allow comments, that's unchecked. The body was also up. So everything was updated. Good. I'm just going to put it back to public, change it back to story 1, and save. Awesome. One thing I wanted to do is make sure that on the main stories page, the private ones aren't shown. So story 2 should not be shown on the public stories. So let's go there. Looks like it is. Oh, is it story 1 or 2? Oh, it's story 2 that's private, and it's not shown, so that's good. Alright guys, so in the next video what I want to do is take care of the deletes, so then we'll have a full CRUD application, and then we can move on to, like, you know, look at these edit buttons, because obviously we don't want to be able to edit John's story. We shouldn't even be able to enter the page. We'll take care of stuff like that. We'll take care of the my stories, all that stuff, but let's do the delete next. Alright guys, so I will see you in the next lecture.